Welcome to week 4 of the South Williamsport Sports Roundup show. I'm Mr. Z.
Now, Mr. Molino.
We have got a fantastic show for you again. And this week, above all, as it seems as we're getting further on into the sports season, wow, a lot of info.
Yeah, the coaches have done a great job of giving us the little bits of information that are really important, and we're really happy about that because we can pass all that information, extra information, on to all of you.
And another thing that's kind of interesting is through my Facebook, personally at least, and through the school's SWTV News and through the school's website, a lot of our former alumnus are starting to pick up on the show, and we've actually had some pretty rave reviews. So, you know, it's a great thing for our former players. It's a great thing for our former students. And obviously, I think it's a great thing for our players and students that are involved now.
Right, and we're actually getting some opportunities to go out and see some of the teams play. I know Mr. Z and I took in the girls' soccer game versus Bloomsburg. What a game.
Yeah, it was a great soccer match. So we're going to start this week's show off. We thought we'd do something a little bit different and head downstairs to the junior high. So, Mr. Malls, take it away.
All right, our boys' junior high football team got a big 40-0 victory over Williamsport last week, I believe on Thursday night. Congrats, boys. Our girls' junior high softball team continues to roll. They're 12-1 now and had a 19-0 win last night at Sullivan County. They have a big game coming up this week against Warrior Run. Mr. Steppe caught up with a couple of the girls' junior high softball players earlier today.
So I was listening to announcements, and lo and behold, in my class, I have 2 softball stars. Sydney Bachman and Lily Eiswerth, it's great to have you in my class. Can you tell me a little bit about your most recent game?
Well, it was not really a big game, but a lot of the girls, they just played hard, and then we kind of just came out with a win.
From what I understand, you guys scored a lot of points.
The pitcher wasn't really throwing strikes, so we couldn't really do much but walk around the bases and stuff.
So you didn't get a lot of exercise? You just walked around the bases? Did anybody hit any home runs?
No, but there were some good hits.
What's some of the highlights so far this year? You guys are 12-1. It seems like you have a lot of momentum going into this week. You have a big game on Wednesday. By the time you see the show, we'll know the result of that game. But what's some of the highlights of your season so far?
Beating Loyalsock after they defeated our football team felt pretty good.
We've had girls, Lexi, Haley Neidig, they've had home runs, and we've had great hits. We have a lot of great hitters on our team, and we're just a tough team.
All right, excellent. Well, here's to some continued success. I hope you guys have a great week. Back to you guys in the studio.
South varsity football team got back to its winning ways Friday night with a 30-21 victory over the Bloomsburg Panthers. Big win for South Williamsport, and as of right now, heading to their game against Eiswerth this Friday at Spartan Stadium, the Mounties are sitting currently in 3rd place, I believe, in the District 4 playoffs as we come down the stretch. With members of the South football team after their big win Friday night over the Bloomsburg Panthers, 30-21, which puts South at a 3-2 record. I'm going to have the boys introduce themselves.
I'm Riley Barnes. I'm the center and a defensive tackle.
Gideon Green. I'm the fullback and inside linebacker.
I'm Griffin Mesker. I'm the offensive tackle and defensive tackle.
I'm Ben Johnson. I'm an offensive guard and defensive end.
Chevy Boley. I'm the tight end and outside linebacker.
Austin Danley, wide receiver and cornerback.
Yes, we had a couple of interesting plays Friday night at the Bloom game involving Chev and Ben Johnson. So, Chev, why don't you tell us first what happened in your instance?
Well, I went on a crash done on the left side and sacked the quarterback in the end zone for a safety that kind of put us 2 scores up, and it really let a lot off the defense and really helped us play better at the end of the game.
Ben?
I picked up a fumble and ran it 64 yards for a touchdown.
And no one caught him. Or did they?
Ashton Martin almost tackled him when he first picked up the fumble.
Don't tackle our own kids, Ashton. Good luck this Friday at Eiswerth. South's JV football team lost its last game 16-8 to Bloomsburg. I was able to catch up with some of the younger Mountie players earlier in the week. With South's JV football team, at least some of them are freshmen after they broke their 0-2 start Monday night with a big win against Bloomsburg. What was the score, boys?
21-14.
21-14. I think they should introduce themselves for the South Williamsport student body.
My name's Cole Lenz, and I'm wide receiver.
My name is Russell Bratton, and I'm a center.
My name's Ryan Withers, and I'm a tight end.
My name's Ryan Weinhofer, and I'm a wide receiver.
My name's Hunter Finn, and I'm a tailback.
I'm AJ Flick, and I'm a quarterback.
Some of our finest, and this is our future to the left and the right of me. I think the Mounties are in some pretty good hands. So, Brants, what was it like to win Monday night?
It was a great feeling. You know, we really established the run early in the game, and we let the pass offense flow in the second half.
And who's up next for the Mounts?
The Hughesville Spartans.
Got the Spartans next. Hopefully the Mounties will make it 2 in a row. Girls soccer team continuing its winning ways. Mr. Balls, you get the privilege to watch these gals every home match. I attended the Bloomsburg match. It was outstanding. Well, I'm going to let you talk about them tonight.
Well, I think you're hooked. You've been to 2 matches in a row.
It's exciting.
I believe you caught the Millville game before that as well. Our girls are 8-2, and one of the great things about our sports teams here at South in the fall, most of them are varsity sports. Most of them are on the playoff trail right now. They're looking really good. Our girls are 8-2. Big 2-1 overtime victory over Bloomsburg. Kaityln Coppola, awesome free kick that the goalie couldn't handle, and South won it in overtime with about 50 seconds to go.
Speaking of Kaityln Coppola, I was able to find her and have a little chat with her about the double overtime goal. With freshman Kaityln Coppola of the South Williamsport girls soccer team, Kaityln had a magnificent double overtime goal last night to lift the Mounties past the Bloomsburg Panthers, avenging one of our only 2 losses. How's it feel?
It feels great.
Is this your first goal of the year?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about it for those who weren't down at the game?
It was a direct kick about 25 yards off the net, and I just took the shot and it went in.
It looked to me like the goaltender had a little bit of a problem with it. Did it go past her, or did she hit it at all?
The goalie tried to catch it, but it bounced off of her hands and went in the net.
Final score, South 2, Bloomsburg 1. Great job, Kaityln. Hope you get another 1 or 2 before the year is over. Anything else going on with South girls soccer team?
A lot. Leela Warner last week was
another freshman?
Another freshman named the NSCAA Pennsylvania Athlete of the Week as a freshman. Congrats, Leela. If you come to watch a girls' soccer team, it's going to be easy to find Leela up there trying to score goals for the girls.
Yeah, I know. Well, 6-0 against all.
What a great clip of Michael Gonzalez scoring a goal. Young man doesn't talk a whole lot, but he certainly uses his head. What's going on with the boys' soccer team, Mr. Malls?
Well, Michael does his talking on the field. Boys soccer team lost a tough one at Southern Columbia, 4-3 in double overtime Saturday on a cold, rainy day. They made up for that, however, last night by pounding Mount Carmel 13-0. They're currently 8-5.
Wait. 13?
13. Could have been maybe 30, I don't know.
Wow.
But 13-0, they're 8-5, and they're looking good for a late playoff push here. Very competitive team. Boys are doing a great job.
Hey, our girls tennis team, another successful fall sport here at South so far. Currently with a record of 13 wins and
only 2 losses.
13-2, and we had quite the week this week. Girls have been playing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week, I believe, but we had something real exciting occur with a certain Anya Plotnikova. What happened?
We did. She knocked off a 3-year undefeated 3-time district champion from Loyalsock. I believe the score was 6-7, 6-4, 7-6 tiebreaker, and we all knew Anya had it in her. What a great accomplishment. She had to battle through a couple of calf cramps and pull that one out. Congratulations.
And actually had to be helped off the court at the end of the match, and you know what? You can't buy that. You can't even write that up. So not only has Anya Plotnikova been doing well this year, but so has a certain Megan Rovenolt. Junior girls tennis player Megan Rovenolt off to an awesome start this year. Meg, why don't you tell the school a little bit about how you're doing?
I'm 14-0 right now, and I'm doing pretty good. I haven't really had any close matches, but I only lost 1 set so far.
So far. And how's the girls' team doing overall?
We are 12-2, I think, and we should be really good and do really good in districts.
And we're taping on a Friday, so I believe next week you've got 4 matches, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Against?
Loyalsock, Muncie, Bucktail, and Shikellamy.
And I believe that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 4 in a row, back to back to back to back. All right. Well, good luck on behalf of the school. We hope you keep up the winning ways. So we've got the football field, the gridiron, the soccer fields, tennis courts.
Softball diamond.
We're leaving something out.
We're leaving out cross country, where South Williamsport has been very successful over the last couple of years. We have Hunter Crawley, who is a returning PIAA state medalist, who traveled to Lehigh University on Friday and ran in a race with 400 other competitors. Hunter came out of that, I believe, in 22nd place. Very big accomplishment. There were teams there from 3 different states, all classifications, and to be able to come in top 25 in a race with 400 runners at that level, very big invitational, was huge for Hunter. He's currently ranked number 1 in District 4 and in the top 5 in the PIAA Class A cross-country rankings.
That's a great job, Hunter, and a great job by all of our student athletes. You know, we've been very blessed here over the years. We've had an opportunity to coach our kids. Of course, we see them every day. We get a chance to teach them, and, you know, we've got great kids here, and it's awesome that they're getting a chance to put their talents out on their respective fields. Let's talk about talents. I think it's time we revisit last week's picks. So which one do you want to talk about first? The NFL pick, Pittsburgh and Baltimore? Or do you want to talk about the NCAA game of the week, the Fighting Irish at Clemson Tigers?
I really don't want to talk about either, because every game I pick, whoever I pick, that team turns to mush.
Well, all right, we're not going to talk about it this week then. How's that?
That's great.
So let's just go right to this week's, although I did pick both correct, I believe.
Well, you just pick opposite of me. It's easy. Whatever Molino picks, you pick opposite and win.
Thanks. All right, let's talk about this week's NCAA matchup. A traditional and a non-traditional. All right, the game we chose this week was the number 13 Northwestern Fighting Pat Fitzgerald-led Wildcats invading the 18th-ranked, Jim Harbaugh-led, 4-1 Michigan Wolverines. Take it away.
Well, again, you know, it's a lot of fun to pick these games. I really don't know a whole lot about Northwestern. I know Michigan started off with the tough loss against Utah, and since then they've played pretty well. The game is at the Big House, and I guess this week what I'm going to go with is just the home team. I'm going to say Michigan pulls one out against Northwestern at the Big House.
This is a tough one for me because Northwestern traditionally does not play well on the road. They've got an outstanding defense. They seem a little bit different than the typical Northwestern team that usually outscores you. What can you say about Jim Harbaugh? He might not have both oars in the water, but the man can coach. I mean, he's turned Michigan back around again to being the traditional powerhouse that it rightfully should be. Lost to Utah barely. First week at Utah, their quarterback made a couple of crucial errors. He seems to have gotten that corrected, and they're back to playing Michigan defense. They're 4-1. Northwestern's 5-0. I'm picking Michigan to win also.
Wow. Good luck. Get ready to go over like me. Anyhow.
That's all we've got this week on South Sports Roundup. Continue to support us. More importantly, continue to support our student athletes as they continue to do the very best job they can, not only for their teammates, but for their school and their community. You can catch us on Facebook. You can catch us on the school website. We'll see you next week.